Last time on Dragonball Z.
Dokkan Battle into December 2017, Trunks and you were training with Piccolo for the fight against the monster that was Majin Buu. Trunks thinks he has an idea of more training, and for the last 2.5 years has been continuing to do training or looking for this key. What will happen next on Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle? Hi guys, how's it going? It's Dragonball AG here. I hope you're having a great day and enjoyed my intro. I hope it was pretty fun for you guys. I had quite fun trying to make that one up, make the intro up there. This is part 3 of my mini-series of looking at ways on how to improve Dokkan Battle. Links to part 1 and part 2 of the mini-series can be found in the description below. If you like the videos I've been putting out so far, then please hit that like button and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at DragonballAG to keep up with my latest thoughts about everything Dragon Ball. For part 3 of the mini-series, I posted a poll on Dokkan Reddit to see what you guys wanted to see next. The options for the vote were linking of Japan and global Dokkan accounts, skip tickets or some sort of skip-like mechanic, revamp with a quest mode, and team building challenges. The overall majority, with over 50% of you guys who voted, wanted to see a revamp with a story mode. So without further ado, let's get on with Dokkan Battle. Could revamp the quest mode. So there's 2 things in my mind that Akatsuki could do in order to improve the quest mode. They could do 1, make minor tweaks to the quest mode, or 2, they can have a complete overhaul and change it. If we go down, we first look at the minor tweaks option below. These are my main ideas for this. So we can give us more story chapters. That would be the first thing I would actually do in terms of doing minor tweaks. The last story chapter came out in December 2017, like I mentioned in my little intro video. That is over 2.5 years ago. So the simple next step would be just to add more quest events. Very simple to do, and the last quest release ended on an incomplete story of us trying to face off against Majin Buu. So it seems like they did have more of a story to complete. They should probably keep to a schedule, so we get extra stages every quarter or every 6 months, which would be quite handy. So if you, at least you know you got an extra new area maybe once a month, or a new area every, 3 areas every 6 months or something along those lines, just to keep the story ticking over would be great good. The other thing that's really interesting to me that what we need to do is a revamp of the difficulty system. As you can see, this is area 27 and we've got hard, Z hard and super. Obviously the game since then has added in Super 2 and Super 3 difficulty, so I think we should definitely revamp it. I think every single stage should have 4 difficulties, and then when you get to these later stages it probably should be Z hard, Super and Super 2, and then if we get even more stages we can move to potentially having something like Super 2 and Super 3. But yeah, I think actually, no, I said 4 stages, so let's have hard. So if we did 4 stages, for example, I think you should get Z hard, Super 2 and Super 3 difficulty. I think one of the best things you could also do is that if you're an experienced player and you're going through the campaign and you've got a lot of top units, if you complete it on Super 3 difficulty, or the hardest level of difficulty, then automatically you'll clear all the other difficulties, so you don't have to do the same story event 3 times to complete it. Another thing they could do as well is they could introduce a card for your character that you play as. Obviously you play as you, and it's meant to be you and Trunks on this journey, you as the player, but they could actually introduce a special card for you, and we can give them like a character design so similar to Shallot's and Legends. Because they'll have special missions for Dokkan awakening him, raising him to SA10, etc. And if you beat certain events with them, you'll get rewards. So that could be like an extra mission rewards on the different missions that we get. Just like the King Kai missions or Supreme Kai missions, we'd have special your character card missions almost. The unit itself probably would be, since it's free to play, wouldn't be top tier, but be a really good unit for comparison to free to play units. And I think it's one of these units we could potentially get upgrades, like, kind of similar to how Charlotte does in Legends. Somehow you start off with a base form Saiyan card, and then you could maybe upgrade to Super Saiyan, or then a Super Saiyan 2 card. The other thing we could do is we could probably get a total revamp of the storyline completely here. And if they did a revamp, let me see, I need to go to the summons because this is going to have an essential here. Yeah, so totally do it. The revamp idea I had in my head was that you actually follow the main character stories of like Piccolo, Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, or the Z Fighters, future Trunks, you know, Frieza, Cell, Boo. So we use Piccolo as an example. His first chapter could be the King Piccolo arc. So he's like the villain, and you have to go through his arc as King Piccolo and some of the challenges he does. Then the second arc would be 23rd World Tournament as Youth Piccolo. Then you have the Saiyan Saga arc, Namek Saga arc, Android Saga arc, etc. And each arc would be restricted to the characters you could use to probably beat the arc. In the story mode, we could have what if scenarios to keep the stories fresh, like if Vegeta beat Frieza, etc., or if Trunks didn't arrive in the future. We can have all these kind of alternative stories, and then certain movie characters as well could appear in certain character arcs because they don't really have significant character arc for a story campaign. So Cooler could appear in, you know, Frieza's character campaign, and we could see some cool interactions maybe between Frieza and his brother Cooler. So that'd be quite an interesting thing. If they did do this mode, since we're going to have like hopefully going through each character story we'll get iconic moments, I think they need to really update the animations in the game. Now, considering they're doing these kind of levels of animations in the super attacks, if we look at, you know, Nappas here, if we go to his LR, we play his Bomber DX super attack, we can see the quality of the animation here that we're getting. And this would be the epic scene for basically killing Piccolo, and this could be in Piccolo's arc, where we get that classic scene where you have that attack we just showed you there, and then we go to the character. You just let me find LR Piccolo, and then if we use the art from Piccolo here, we could use that. So we combine the attack with that, we could get an awesome animated scene. And since they're doing these like high level animations, we should be able to get awesome kind of cool cutscenes in the campaign mode, which I think would be really good. We could add voices to it as well, since they added voices to the game back at the 4th year anniversary on JP. So that was quite a good extra feature. So we can now get high quality animations and voices for cutscenes in the story mode rather than just the same old boring text kind of stuff. The last idea for the story mode I kind of had was kind of based on the ideas that we had that poll recently about would you want more Dragon Ball Heroes content. So I have a funny idea is that you could completely get rid of the story mode and actually follow the events of Dragon Ball Heroes. I think it would be quite well received for global players, as I would imagine a lot of players don't know the complete storyline of how Dragon Ball Heroes works, since it's been an exclusive Japanese arcade game for such a long time. And I know I don't, and I'd be really quite keen to get a story arc that takes me right through all the different Dragon Ball Heroes stuff. Sadly though, I'm a little bit worried that none of this would actually happen. And the reason for that is I genuinely think because Akatsuki are a little bit worried about, you know, farming of stones. So I don't think they have any intention of doing any more with the quest mode just to try and stop people from farming stoned accounts, because if they add more stages, then bots can just beat the stages in like minutes, and then they can sell accounts with like for 1,000 stones, etc., or 2,000 stones, and you can buy one really cheap. It's obviously bad for Akatsuki, bad for Bandai in terms of trying to sell stones. So that's probably one of the reasons why we won't actually get any changes to the story mode or the quest mode, as I kind of suggested here. But these have been my ideas for the new quest mode. If you liked what I've put out so far, please subscribe and hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button, sorry, on the video, and I'll see you in the next video. 5-year anniversary is around the corner now, getting very excited, and I will be doing some summon videos on this, hopefully to get Gogeta Blue and Vegeta Blue. See you then, bye.